Thanks so much for being here, everybody. We're going to get started in our chair the way that we normally do. Make sure you have a pillow and some water, especially if you know that you tend to get thirsty in our time here together. Just a couple reminders is that this is the second session of a series of 5. Next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So I know some folks may not be here next weekend, but we will still be gathering virtually. So if you are available to join next weekend, please do. And if you are out and about or having fun, you can always get the recording from Ryan, right? That's why we're recording right now. So, oh, here's Vanessa. I'm going to let her in. All right, so let's get started seated in our chair or seated on your couch, right, wherever you are. Hi, Vanessa. We just got started. And make sure your feet are on the floor. And if your feet don't touch the floor, you can just elevate them, right? With either a pillow underneath them, some thick cookbooks or like Harry Potter books, right? Anything that will just bring the ground to you. Hi, Vanessa.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to mute you, okay? All right. And then hands can just rest on your legs or in your lap, wherever feels comfortable. Now, right away, I'm going to turn so you can see me. I want you to be really aware of your posture, right? So if you feel like you're kind of rounding forward, slouching forward, can you think about sitting up nice and tall? Yeah, so this feeling as if you could maybe even grow a little bit taller up towards the sky, right? Be a little bit broader through your chest. Yeah, exactly. All right. And then from here, let's begin the way that we often begin by working with our eyes, okay? So keep your head and your neck just as they are, but can you turn your eyeballs over to the right? So over to the side, keeping your head and your neck in the exact same place, just turning your eyeballs over to the right. And we're working with the nerves behind the eyes here. And we're using this as an opportunity to just be able to sort of sense into our physical surroundings, to see, to notice what it is that we see. Then turn your eyes forward and then turn your gaze to the other side. So over to the left. Again, without moving your neck, without moving your head, just sort of finding the edges of your vision, right? Your periphery vision, beginning to notice what it is that you see. And then turn and gaze forward. And let's do that again. Turn your eyeballs over to the right. So again, the idea here is to work with the nervous system, perhaps finding some sort of relaxation response that might feel like a sigh, it might feel like a feeling, or maybe the need to swallow. Gaze forward, and then one more time, turn your eyeballs over to the other side. Again, the edges of your vision, just reminding yourself where you are in space. So really acknowledging and noticing the things that you see. And then come back through center. And this time, let's turn our head to the right. And as you turn your head to the right and maybe even back behind you, right, there might be a gentle neck stretch on the side of your neck. And you'll notice, right, that you're able to see a whole lot more as we're able to move our body. And then turn your head forward. Good. And turn your head to the left. Same idea, right? Sensing into how your neck feels on the right side, sensing into all the things that you can see here, right? Seeing if you can gaze all the way up to the ceiling, all the way down to the floor, and all those spaces in between. Come back through center, and let's do that again. Turn your head all the way over to the right, maybe even kind of gazing back behind your right shoulder, sensing into how your neck feels. Gaze forward. And then turn your head to the left. Yeah, really nice job, everybody. Maybe even gazing back behind you. Again, a little bit of a neck stretch. And then come back through center. And from here, can you drop your right ear towards your right shoulder? And you might even think about it as lifting your left ear up towards the sky. Yeah, if it feels tender, you're welcome to place your hand where you're feeling that tender sensation. Yeah, I noticed some people were doing that. I feel that too. Oh, there's Kitty joining us. I love it. Come back through center. And other side. So drop your left ear down towards your left shoulder. You can even think about it as lifting your right ear up. And again, if it feels tender, you're always welcome to place a hand there. Yeah, just kind of comforting that sensation. Yeah, beautiful. Come back through center one more time, just like that. So right ear down towards your right shoulder. Yeah. And this time, if you feel like you want a little bit more, you might outstretch your left fingertips. Yeah, if that feels really intense, just release it down. Yeah, really good. Come back through center and then left ear down. Yeah, again, stay here or maybe explore floating your right fingertips over towards the right. Yeah, if that feels like too much, just release it. Good. Let's come back through center. And this time, let's say, let's do big yeses, right? So lift your head up, gaze up towards the ceiling, and then slowly lower your gaze down towards the floor, hugging your chin and towards your chest, giving yourself lots of double chins. And then continue like that. Lift your chin up, gaze up towards the ceiling. Notice what you see up there, right? The color of the ceiling, any texture, any light fixtures or fans. And then slowly chin to chest, gaze down towards the floor. Good. Notice your posture. See if you can sit up tall. One more time. Lift your chin up. Feeling as if you grow a little bit taller through your spine. And then slowly chin to chest, giving yourself lots of double chins, gazing down. And then come back through center and see if you can find a neutral neck. So a place that feels kind of in between, that feels easy, right? A neutral gaze. Yeah, really nice, everybody. And then from here, allow your fingertips just to drop down if they're resting on your legs here. And from here, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Yeah. And then just slowly let them slide down. Yes. Shrug your shoulders up. And then allow them to slowly lower down. Good. Continue lifting and lowering. Good. If you feel like you want to add a little bit more speed, you might allow the shoulders to kind of plop down, right? If that feels like a little bit too much and you want to stay with the slow shoulder up and down, right? You're welcome to. Yeah. But let's begin to make this into a shoulder roll. So rolling the shoulders up, back and down, right? Up, back and down. Good. And yeah, I see some of you are making these really big circles using your elbows and using your arm, your wrists, right? You're welcome to make this be big. You're also welcome to keep this to be really small in the shoulders. Good. Yeah, I love it. From here, let's reverse, right? So make your shoulder circles the opposite way, bringing them your shoulders forward, back, and up, right? Forward, back, and up. Same idea. Elbows can get involved, right? Wrists can get involved. Yeah, you can do one arm at a time or both at the same. Yeah, I love it. So we can kind of play around here, just kind of sensing in, right? How does your neck feel? How do your shoulders feel? Yeah, beautiful. Can you do this and sit up nice and tall? Yeah, I love all the variety I'm seeing here. Yeah, really nice. As you're ready, just release that. Kind of sense in, right? How do my shoulders feel? How does my neck feel? Can I sit up a little bit taller? Yeah. And then allow your fingertips to reach down once again. And let's begin to move a little bit bigger. So can you float your fingertips up all the way? Maybe lift your gaze up. And then slowly lower your hands all the way down as you find that neutral neck, gazing forward. Yeah, really good, everybody. Continue like this, lifting your fingertips up and maybe lifting your gaze up. Yeah, so we're really moving together. And then slowly float your fingertips right back down. Yeah, so using a little bit more of our muscles, right? Lift your fingertips up. You might begin to feel this in your arms and your shoulders and your back and your chest, and then slowly fingertips come right back down. Yeah. So even though we're all in different locations, we're still able to move together. Lift your fingertips up, which is a really wonderful feeling, right? And then slowly fingertips down. Yeah, really good, everybody. Let's do this one more time and then we'll begin to add on, okay? So float your fingertips up. feel as if you're reaching for something on the ceiling that's just a little bit out of reach, right? You're a little bit too short. Yeah, so there's lots of energy. And then slowly drop your right hand down and lift your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. And you can grab a hold to the seat of your chair, right, or the leg of your chair, depending on what you're seated on. But feeling as if you could kind of reach over a big beach ball. So as if there was like a big beach ball and you're trying to just lift up and over. Yeah, really good. Now press down through your feet and float your arms right back on up. Good. Let's go to the other side. So your left hand comes down to the seat of the chair, the leg of the chair, the right arm goes up and over. And there's kind of this imaginary huge beach ball that we're trying to kind of hug. Yeah, maybe really reaching out a little bit longer through the tips of your fingers. Good. Yeah, really nice. Press down through your feet, reach your fingertips up all the way. Again, really energize here as if you're trying to reach for something on your ceiling. Good. And then bend your elbows, find your open book arms. Yeah, so elbows are wide. Yeah, good. From here, let's close our book. So bring your elbows and your hands together. Yes. Now open your book, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your chest. Good. Close your book, elbows and hands towards one another, and open your book, squeezing your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Really nice. Continue. Close your book. Yes. Open your book. We'll do this a couple more times. Yeah. Close your book. Can you lift your elbows up a little bit higher if maybe they're starting to slide down, and then lift your fingertip or open up, right? I know it's a little bit challenging. One more time. Close your book. This time from here, can you reach for opposite elbows? So hands to your elbows. Yeah. And then from here, just allow your elbows to rest on your body. Yeah, but keep holding your elbows best you can. We did this last week. So all I want you to do is begin to twist. So if you kind of think of like the twist and shout dance, yeah, twist, twist, twist best you can. Keep your hands on your elbows. Can you lift your elbows about an inch or two? Keep twisting. Keep twisting. Yes, good. Can you lift your elbows up to shoulder height? Keep twisting. I know. Good. Now, can you lift your elbows up to kind of like your eye line to your forehead? Yep. Keep twisting. Can you lift your elbows up as high as they go? Keep twisting. Yes. Okay. All right, my friends. Give yourself a squeeze. Give yourself a hug. You can pause. No more twisting. Good. And then release your right hand towards your right leg, your right knee. We're going to do a little bit of self-massage. So left hand can start up at your neck and slowly work your way down your shoulder. Yeah. Taking your time here. There's no rush, right? Gentle squeezes down your upper arm towards your elbow. Yeah. And then past your elbow, your lower arm towards your wrist. Yeah. Taking your time and then maybe even exploring, yeah, like Gabriel's doing each fingertip here, maybe the bottom of your hand and the top of your hand, just taking your time. So we're using this time to really begin to build this relationship that we have with ourselves and our physical body, like our physical form as we feel it. And then just as you're ready, other side. So left hand rests on your left knee, right hand as the massage hand. You can start up at your neck, start up at your shoulder, wherever you prefer. And just slowly make your way on down. Notice your posture. Again, if you've slumped forward, can you sit up? Good, nice, Michael and Sophie. I saw that. Great adjustments. Making your way all the way down, right? Your lower arm, your elbow, your wrist, and then maybe checking in with all of your fingers. Yeah, exactly. With the top of your hand, the palm of your hand, just sort of sensing in. Again, building this relationship to our body, with ourself, taking this time to really notice how we feel. Good. And then as you're ready, interlace your fingertips. And from here, let's just make circles with our wrists. Fingertips, we're like holding our own hand, right? Fingertips are interlaced. Yeah, and you can kind of get creative here. So you can do like the wave here, or you can do like make 8s in the air, the number 8, right? Whatever you want to do. You can move fast, you can move slow. Good. Yeah, really nice, everybody. This is when we get to be a little bit more creative. So it's really fun to see what you're doing. And then let's pause and see if you can switch sides. So interlacing your fingertips in the way that maybe feels a little bit awkward, right? A little bit unnatural. And then same idea, right? So warming up our wrists here, just moving your wrists. Maybe it's kind of like the wave, right? Whatever you like. Yeah, we can be creative here. Warming up through the hands, warming up through the wrists. Yeah, really good. Yes, really nice. Yes, I love what I'm seeing here. Really good. As you're ready, give me a stop sign with one hand. Yep, stop. And then take your other hand and reach for your fingertips and gently pull them back towards your face. See if you can keep your right elbow nice and straight. See if you can sit up nice and tall. Yes, good. And then just gently release the right fingertips down towards the floor. And same idea with your left hand, gently pull fingertips towards your chest. Yeah. Good. See if that right elbow can stay more or less straight. Good. And let's switch sides. So stop sign with the left hand, right? Stop. Good. Take your right hand, gently pull fingertips towards your face. See if your left elbow can be straight. See if you can sit up nice and tall. Good. As you're ready, release your fingertips. Allow them to reach down towards the floor. And then with your right hand, gently pull the fingertips in towards your chest. Yeah, you might feel this in the forearm, right? Your lower arm a little bit through the wrist. Good. As you're ready, let's just shake out our wrists. Shake out your wrists. And again, one at a time. You can move fast, you can move slow. Yeah, you can kind of dance, right? We can be a little bit creative here. Yes, I love it. Yes, cool. Then from here, let's flick our fingers. So again, right? Imagine you've just washed your hands. There's no towel. So we got to get all those water droplets off. You can be big with your movement. You can be slow, right? You can be small. Yeah, it can be fast. I love it. Keep going. Sitting up nice and tall here. Good. All right. Release that. Just take a moment to kind of sense in, right? How do your arms feel? Your shoulders feel? Your neck? Your shoulders? And from here, keep your feet grounded. Allow the fingertips to reach down if they're resting on your legs. And again, let's float our fingertips up. This feeling as if you're trying to reach for something on the ceiling. And then from here, twist to your right. So bring your left hand towards your right knee and your right hand either to the seat of the chair or the back of your chair. If it feels okay on your neck, maybe gaze back behind you, right? And you might feel a little bit more sensation on the left side of your neck. Continue to sit up tall, right? Opening up through the chest. And then from here, nice and easy, unwind, reach your fingertips up. Again, the sensation is if you're trying to reach for something on the ceiling, reach, reach, reach. Good. Twist to the left. Same idea. So right hand to your left knee, left hand back behind you on the seat of your chair. And then gazing back. Right, nice soft gaze, sitting up nice and tall. And let's come back through center, unwind. And this time, reach your arms out really wide. So imagine you're like a bird, right? And this is your wingspan. And we want our wingspan to be as wide as possible. Yeah. So really stretching from fingertip to fingertip. And then can you draw your right arm across your chest? Left hand comes underneath and supports as your right fingertips continue to reach across your body. Yeah, good. Notice your posture, sit up tall. Yeah, great adjustments, everybody. Let's come back to our wingspan, right? So nice wide wingspan. Yes, left arm across your chest. Right hand comes underneath as just a support. So I'm kind of holding near my elbow and I'm continuing to reach my left fingertips across, right? As if I'm trying to grab something that's just a little bit out of reach. Beautiful. Yeah. Gently release. Come back to your nice wide wingspan. And then bend your elbows. And we're going to come into our our eagle arms. So right elbow under, best you can. Same options as always, right? So hands can be far apart. Maybe back of hands can come to touch, or reach for opposite shoulders, okay? Either one is good, right? That's why we've got options. From here, can you lift your elbows up? Maybe your fingertips up, depending on what bind you have, and then pull your elbows down. So you might begin to feel this in the upper back and chest. Good. Lift your elbows up. First, just lifting up and then pulling down. Good. One more like this. So I'll turn so you can see me. Lift your elbows up as high as they go, and then pull your elbows down as low as they go. And now we're going to add our cow-cat with our spine. So lift your elbows up, and then can you lift your chest up? And then pull your elbows down and in as you round your upper back. Good. Lift your elbows up as high as they go. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. And then draw your elbows in towards your belly, your chest, or your legs. Good. One more like this. Lift your elbows, lift your chest up, and then round your upper back. Bring your elbows down and in. Good. Come back up, shake out your arms, release that. Good. Okay, cool. Let's try that on the other side. So come back to your nice wingspan. Bend your elbows. Good. Left elbow under this time. We're going to do the same thing. Left elbow under. Good. First, just lift elbows up and then pull them down. So we kind of practice all of these motions. Lift elbows up and then pull them down. Yeah, really good. One more like this, and then we'll add the movement with our spine. So lift elbows up and pull them down. Okay, now we're going to add on. So lift elbows up, lift chest up, and then draw your elbows down and in, round your upper back. So it's a little bit of a forward fold. Good. Two more like that. Elbows up, chest lifts, and then bring your elbows down and in. Yes, one more. Lift your elbows, lift your chest, and then round your upper back, elbows towards your chest. Come back through center, shake this out. Good job. Good job. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, cool. All right. So let's kind of remind ourselves what we've done so far, right? We started working with our eyes, and then we spent a chunk of time right on our neck, right? And then we worked our shoulders, and then we added movement, right? Lifting our arms up, side body stretch, making our way towards a twist. We did our open and our close arms, right? And then we worked with our eagle arms. So now, right, we spent lots of time on our upper body. Now let's spend some time on our lower body, okay? We'll begin with our feet the way that we always do. So feet are planted, right? Whether they're on the ground or maybe they're elevated with something else like yoga blocks or some thick books, doesn't really matter. From here, let's keep the toes grounded and just lift your right heel. So right toes stay down, but right heel lifts. And then we'll gently lower the right heel and do this on the other side. So lift the left heel, left toes down. And then lower the left heel. Switch sides, lifting your right heel. And then lowering. And lifting your left heel. Notice your posture, sit up tall, lower, continue at your own pace, lifting and lowering, right? You can move big, you can move small, you can move fast, you can move slow, doesn't matter. We're beginning to warm up the soles of the feet. And as we do this, you might begin to feel it right up the back of your leg or in the front of your leg. Right? As you feel ready, let's switch sides. So keep your heels down, but can you flex your feet and lift your toes up? So right heel is down, but right toes lift. And then we lower and switch sides. Left heel down, left toes lift. Continue at your own pace, right? Same idea, one at a time. Just kind of easing into this. Yeah, sit up tall. Yeah, good. Really nice adjustments. Okay, cool. All right, my friends. And then from here, both feet planted. Okay, can you lift your right foot up? Hover it, and then lower it. Lift your left foot. Good. Lower. Okay, pause. We're going to continue like that. When we did that, I saw a lot of this, right, which is natural. Can you stay in one place as best as you can, right? So that's going to require more work, right? It's a little bit more difficult. So without tilting your weight too much, can you lift your right foot? Yeah, and then lower it without tilting too much. Can you lift your left foot? Good, much better. Continue lifting right, lifting left at your own pace. So we begin to kind of march in place or walk in place. And yeah, I see Michael with those arms. If you want to add on your marching arms, go for it, right? Especially if maybe you feel like you've got a lot of energy and you kind of want to burn off some of your energy, or if you got energy to spare, right? This is when you can lift your knees up a little bit higher, right? You can be a little bit more active with your arms. Yeah, really, really nice, everybody. All right. The next time your right foot's lifted, can you keep it lifted? And then from here, take your hands and hug your knee in and give me some ankle circles here. So continue to sit up nice and tall. Right? It's a little bit more work to do that, right? As best as you can. This is going to look different for each one of us. And then switch your circles. So if you've only been doing in one direction, switch to the other direction. Yeah, good. And then just as you're ready, just gently lower. And we'll come back to marching in place, right? Trying not to move your upper body too much, but trying to stay really stable. Yeah, which takes a little bit more work. Yeah, really, really nice. Lift your left foot, keep it lifted. Hug your knee in towards your chest. So use your hands and then twirl your ankle. So make circles with your ankle. Yeah, really good. As best as you can, sit up tall as best as you can, and then switch sides or switch directions if you haven't already. Good. Gently release. Left foot down. As you feel ready, march in place. March in place. Yeah. Good. Trying to stay really stable in the center of your chair. Really nice job, everybody. Next time your right foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Use your hands to support this. So hug your knee in towards your chest and then point your toes like a ballerina. So point the toes down and then flex your foot, lifting the toes up towards the sky. A couple more times. So pointing the toes and then flexing the ankle. Yeah, point. Good. Yes. And flex. Let's do this one more time. So point and flex, and then just gently release that. Come back to marching in place as you're ready, right? So take your time. You don't have to join right away. See if you can stay really centered in your chair so that we're not tilting from right to left and left to right too much. Yeah, really good. The next time your left foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Support this with your hands and then point your toes down and flex your foot. So pointing the toes up. Yeah, point toes down. Good, Michael. And then flex your ankle toes up towards the sky. Two more. Point the toes. Flex your foot. Good. One more time. Point and flex. Gently release. Come back to marching as you're ready. Okay, from here, we're going to kind of add on, right? Because we warmed up our ankles, the soles of our feet, our toes. So the next time your right foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh as best as you can. Yes, Gabriel's always here to remind us. I love this, right? If you take a look down, use a little bit of your imagination. What number does it look like? 4. Yes, good. All right. Okay, I'm going to turn so you can see my back. I want you to sit up nice and tall, right? I know I've said this a lot today. Sit up tall as if you could grow another little inch or two. And then either stay here, or if it feels okay in your body, right? If there's no pain, begin to keep that long spine, but just hinge forward, fold forward. Now, as you fold forward with a long spine, if this begins to feel like maybe not a good idea, I want you to just slowly back out of it, okay? Wherever you are, can you have this really long spine? So you can kind of think of your spine as like a bow in a bow and arrow, right? So it's super long. Yeah, really nice variations, everybody. If you're in your forward fold, just come back up, sit up tall, use your hands to support this, and just lower your right foot down towards the floor. Good. And come back to marching in place. Yeah, trying not to tilt your body to the right and to the left, right? So to the sides too much. And the next time your left foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Use your hands, come to figure 4. Crossing your left ankle this time over your right thigh. Sit up really tall. So your spine is like a bow, right? In a bow and arrow. And then either stay nice and tall or keep your long spine and maybe fold forward. If you fold forward with your long spine and this begins to feel like, ooh, maybe not such a good idea, right? There's some pain or it doesn't feel quite right. You just slowly make your way out of it, right? And you can kind of like play around with that, coming into a fold a little bit and then easing out. Or you can simply stay upright or simply stay in your fold. Right? But keeping your spine nice and long so your neck is in line with the rest of your spine, right? Neutral neck. And then if you're in that fold, come back through center. Gently release left foot down towards the floor. Good. Okay. Awesome. From here, come back to marching in place. All right, we're going to add on, my friends. So the next time your right foot is lifted, keep it lifted. Okay, keep it lifted. Come into figure 4 once again. Now, I think we did this last week. So either stay in your figure 4 or come into eagle legs. Eagle legs is sliding your right knee over your left. So instead of having that sort of that gap that made the number 4, we're really crossing our legs and we're squeezing our legs in, okay? As best as you can. Wide wingspan. Bend your elbows, open book arms, right elbow under. Right elbow under. Yes. Yes, as best as you can. This is eagle pose. This is eagle pose. All right, my friends. Let me give you one more option. I'm turning so you can see my back. Either stay here or lift your elbows, lift your chest. And then option to bring your elbows down and in. This is called nesting eagle. So if you imagine that you're a bird, right, an eagle nesting, right, maybe trying to sleep in your little nest, this is maybe what you'd look like. Yes, I love it. If you're nesting, come back out of this and just make your way out, right? Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Good. Yeah. That one's a little bit more work, right? Where we're all hugged in. Let's come back to marching, right? Kind of home base, back to marching, sitting up nice and tall, trying not to shift your weight around too much, and then lift your left foot. Figure 4, left ankle over your right thigh. Now either stay or eagle legs. If you remember, sliding your left knee over your right, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs together. Wingspan nice and wide. Bend your elbows. Good. Left elbow under, eagle. So this is our eagle pose, okay? Now you can either stay here or that same option to lift your chest, lift your elbows, and then to nest in on yourself, right? Bowing forward, elbows towards the knees, the belly, or the chest, as if you're a bird, right? Nesting in your nest. Yes, I love it. All right, my friends, if you're nesting, come back up. Unwind your legs, unwind your arms, shake it out. Okay. All right, cool. So let's move on a little bit, okay? So let's allow our feet to be wide here. And we'll come into our goddess stance. So heels and toes out, right? Nice wide stance. And then open book arms. Yep, awesome. So notice if your elbows are kind of drifting down, can you lift them up? So they're up to shoulder height. Yes, I know it's a little bit harder, right? From here, I want you to tilt to the right. Come back. Tilt to the left. Yep, come back. Couple more. Tilt to the right. Kind of like we're a clock. Come back. tilt to the left. This one's fun, right? It's supposed to be fun. Come back, tilt to the right, stay here. Can you drop your right elbow towards your right leg and then reach, 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 left arm, right? You're trying to grab something that's a little bit out of reach. Yeah, so there's some energy there. Good, amazing. Come back up, elbows lifted, tilt to the left. Drop your left elbow towards your left thigh. Reach, 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 right arm over your right ear. Yeah, there's some energy in that top arm. Good. All right, my friends, rise on up. Good. From here, let's bring our feet in towards one another and then reach your arms forward. From here, let's get ready to stand. So reach, 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 and then stand. Good. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. All right, from here, we're gonna work on balance. So I'm gonna tilt my camera up a little bit. From here, if it's possible to get out of your chair, make your way out. And you know that you can always use your chair as added support, right? So you can use the back of the chair or the seat of the chair to place your hands. Or you can always use something else that's in your space, like the back of a couch or a wall like I have here. Now's a really great time to get a sip of water. So if you're feeling a little bit thirsty, grab some water, okay? And from here, if you're standing, come to standing, right? If you're seated, that's fine too, but find kind of like you know, an alert seat, right? So feet are grounded, sitting up nice and tall through your spine. Good. Awesome. And then from here, same idea, one or both hands on your chair. All I want you to do is lift your right heel off the floor. So we just did this seated. If you're seated, we'll just do it again. Seated, lower your right heel and then lift your left heel. Lower your left heel and lift your right. Yep. Continue at your own pace, lifting one heel and then the other. If you're standing and you feel like you can do this without the support of a chair, great. Yeah, just lifting one heel and then the other. Yeah, really good, everybody. And then same idea, heels down. Can you flex the toes up towards the sky? So right toes up, then foot down and left toes up. Keep doing that. Right toes up, left toes up. A couple more times. And you might begin to feel this in the back of your legs, right? In the front of your legs. You might begin to feel this all the way up into your glutes, right into your bottom. Yeah. Okay. From here, come back through center. And from here, all I want you to do is begin to walk in place. That's a nice, easy walk. You can do the standing or seated. Okay. Arms can be active. Yeah. If you feel like you've got extra energy, give me a march in place. Yep. If you feel like you've got extra energy, right, lift your knees up a little bit higher. Maybe move a little bit faster, right? This is a place where we can get our heart rate elevated a little bit, right? Get in a little bit of activity, a little bit of exercise, whether you're seated or you're standing. Yes, I love this. Good job, Abby. Good job, Gabriel. Good job, Sophie. Looks so good. All right, my friends, the next time your right foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Keep it lifted, whether you're seated or you're standing. Yeah, right. A little bit harder. Remember, hands can always be on the chair or some other piece of furniture. Yeah, keep it lifted. Keep it lifted. Good. Come back to walking or marching in place. Yep. If you've got energy, if you feel right, like you can maybe move a little bit faster or move a little bit bigger, feel free to do that here. Right? If you're feeling maybe a little bit tired, right? It took a lot to get here today. Keep that in mind and just move slow, okay? Yeah. All right, my friends. Next time, left knee's lifted, keep it lifted. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Do whatever it takes, right? Arms might come out, right? Hands might reach back towards the chair, right? Toes might touch the ground for a minute. Yeah. Can do the seated too. We're just kind of sensing out. Good. Come back to marching or walking. Standing up nice and tall. Again, if you feel like you've got energy, make these movements big. Move a little bit faster. Yes, I love it. So good. Okay, next time your right foot's lifted, keep it lifted. Keep it lifted. Open your knee, open your knee. Tree pose. Whether you're seated or you're standing, one hand can be on the chair, right? One hand can be out, right? Maybe if you're feeling really supported, you reach both hands up. Yeah. Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this variety. Love it, Linda. Love it, Vanessa, Michael. Looks so good. All right. Foot down. March in place. Okay. All right. I know, shake it out as needed. Good work. Okay. Lift your left foot. Keep it there. Open your knee. Tree pose. Same deal, right? Hands can be on the chair, or maybe hands reach up, right? You might fall out of it. That's okay. Just come back into it. I love it. Yeah, Abby's got her hands at heart center in prayer. Yeah, whatever you like. Looks so awesome. Good job, Sophie. Yep, come back to marching. All right. Good, right? If you have energy, move a little bit bigger, move a little bit faster, right? Let your arms be active. Okay, lift your right foot. All right, my friends, little bit tricky. Figure 4. So right ankle over left thigh, but you need to bend your left knee. So if you're seated, your knee's already bent. But if you're standing, you got to bend your knee, right? So here I'm turning so you can see me. This one, yeah, you might want to place your hand on the wall. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Good. Good, Michael. Yes. Awesome. Okay, shake it out. March, march, march. As you're ready, meet me in marching. Good. Yes. Excellent. Okay. I love it. I think Michael's playing like the trombone and marching band. I love it. Lift your left foot. Left ankle over right thigh. That means you need to bend your right knee. So if you're seated, your knee's already bent, but if you're standing, you got to bend your knee. Maybe reach for something to support you. Yes! Oh my gosh, Abby's got her eagle arms. I love it. Rise on up, shake it out. Okay, we're going to do one more each side. Whew. Feeling a little bit out of breath, but that's okay, right? This is our last one, okay? Lift your right foot. Figure 4. So bend your standing knee. And then can you slide your right knee over your left? Right elbow under. Eagle. This is eagle. We're in it. We're doing it. Yes. Yay. Shake it out. Come back to marching. All right. Okay. Lift your left knee. Good. Figure 4. Left ankle over. And then slide, slide, slide. Left knee on top of right. Wide wingspan. Left elbow under. Eagle. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Give yourself an applause. Yay. That was really nice. That was the most balance I think we've ever done. So really good job, everybody. From here, let's make our way down onto our mat. We'll just do a couple of brief things on our mat. So go ahead and remove your chair and we'll meet in table pose, hands and knees, if that feels okay for you. Great time to grab a sip of water, right? So we got our heart rate elevated a little bit, right? Maybe you feel a little bit warmer, right? Maybe there's a little bit of sweating, right? That's okay, right? Yes, I know, Abby, those eagle arms are so good. And from here, Linda, if you want to stay in your chair, that's totally fine. We're going to do cow cats from either all fours or from the chair, okay? So make your way. If you can come onto your mat, come onto your mat. And we're going to make our way into cow cat. So if you remember, right, for cow, we drop our belly, we lift our gaze, and we lift our tailbone high. And we make our way to cat pose by arching through the back, tucking the tailbone and hugging the chin towards the chest. Yeah, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your tail. Make your way to cat pose. Continue like this. So Linda, from chair, right, you lift your chest. And then around your spine, right? Same deal seated, okay? Yeah, awesome. But Abby, you can stay on hands and knees, okay? Lifting your heart, dropping your belly, And then rounding your spine, hugging chin into chest. Yeah, really good. Continue with this couple more rounds, dropping your belly, lifting your gaze, lifting your tail. And then rounding your back body. From here, pause. Let's come into child's pose. So if you're on hands and knees, widen your knees out, bend at your hips, and drop your forehead down. If you're on the ground, please stay there. If you're in your chair, can come into child's pose in your chair, feet wide, fold forward. That's all it is. Okay. Just find a place that feels comfortable. One more inhale. One more exhale. One more big breath in. And one more big breath out. If you're in child's pose on the floor, slowly make your way through table pose. Good. And just take a seat. And if you're in your chair, you can just stay in your chair. From here, if you're able to be on the ground, come sit on the ground and see if you can straighten out through your legs. Straighten out through your legs. Sit up as tall as you can. Good. Beautiful. And then reach your arms up. Good. Feel as if you're reaching for something on the ceiling. Right, so really reach through your fingertips. Good. Twist to the right. Right hand towards your left knee. Left hand back behind you, either on the floor or the seat of your chair. Once again, maybe gazing over your right shoulder to kind of remind yourself where you are. Stretching out the left side of your neck, sitting up tall. And then gently unwind. Once again, reach the fingertips up all the way. You're really reaching towards the ceiling. Good. Twist to the left. Same idea. Right hand towards your left leg, left arm back behind you on the floor, the seat of your chair, or the back of your chair. Maybe gazing back behind you, over your left shoulder, sensing into how your neck feels on the right side. And then just gazing at the things that are back behind you, from the ceiling to the floor and all that space in between. And slowly come back through center. Good. And we're going to make our way down onto the floor, taking our pillow, right? So just make your way onto your back with your pillow, if that feels okay. And we're going to make our way into supported twist here. So laying all the way down, take your pillow and place it between your legs, between your knees. And from here, arms spill out wide. So arms are out to shoulder height. And then send your knees over to one side. So find a twist. And if it feels okay in your body, you can gaze away from your knees. So in the opposite direction of your knees. Just find this shape on the other side. So legs fall to the opposite side. All right, arms are still out wide and you might gaze in the opposite direction. Wherever you are, whether you're on your back or in the chair, seeing if you can begin to bring your attention to the parts of your body that are touching another surface. So if in your chair, right, it might be your seat to the chair, or the back of your chair. If you're on the floor, right, parts of the back of your body touching the ground. Just feeling really supported by the floor underneath you. So supported that you can begin to release some of that physical effort of the muscles, inviting in the sense of ease into your body. If you're on your back and you're in your twist, just slowly come back through center. And if you have the pillow, right, I'd like you to take the pillow and instead of it being between your legs, I'd like you to place it behind the knees, so underneath your knees, and just straighten out through your legs. Okay, so laying all the way down here with a gentle support of the pillow underneath your knees. Again, if you're in your chair, just find a place that feels comfortable and sustainable. If laying on your back is bothersome or isn't comfortable, you're welcome to roll onto your side, maybe keeping the pillow between your legs. You can even roll onto your belly. I know we didn't do this shape today, but we've done it in the past, crocodile pose. Or you can always rise back up and find your seat in the chair. All right, all I'd like you to do is find a place that feels comfortable. And regardless of how you've placed your body, whether you're on your back or your side or seated, I'd like you to interlace your fingertips back behind your head and let your elbows be wide. Yeah, Michael, if it feels okay to be on your back, you're welcome to be on your back. I'm just upright so that I can show you this. So you just stay where you are. I'd like you to keep your head and your neck unmoving. We'll work with our eyes one more time. Can you turn your eyeballs over to the right? Without turning your head, without turning your neck, turn your gaze, just your eyeballs over to the right. See if you can relax your jaw and your neck and all the other muscles in your body. Your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your hips. And then find a neutral gaze, so gazing more or less forward, and turn your eyeballs over to the left. Same idea. Without moving your head, without moving your neck. Just turning your eyeballs over to the left. Noticing what you notice. Seeing what you see. We're not here to judge. We're seeing if we can work with the nerves behind the eyes, our nervous system. Neutral gaze, gaze forward. One more time. Turn your eyes over to the right. Allowing your breath to be free and fluid as best as you can. Gaze forward and then turn your eyes to the left one more time. Gaze forward. Release your hands down. Now, if you're on your back, I'd like you to slowly roll off onto one side. If you're seated, just stay seated. All right, find your little seedling posture. And then if you're on your side, slowly just rise on up. And take a seat, either seated on the floor or return to your chair. Either one is fine. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Yeah, sit however feels comfortable. And then if it feels okay, can you place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly? Yeah. Your eyes can be opened or closed here. Together as a group, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Take a moment here, please, to acknowledge your efforts, your mental efforts, your physical efforts, whatever else it took you to get you to your mat today. Thank you all so much.